questions about buying or selling a home, not sure if you qualify? Your local real estate agent Antoinette Ware is here for you. Do you live out of town, moving out of town, or looking for investment property? Well, let's work together and make it happen. Antoinette Ware can be reached at 419-917-6258. The name you know, celebrating over 20 years, serving Toledo and surrounding areas. Frida's Cleaning Service is a small family-owned business established in 2003. With over 17 years of professional, high-quality, and greatly satisfied service, the Frida's Cleaning Service will get the job done. Specializing in sanitizing your home, business, post-construction, and commercial cleaning, no job's too big or small. See for yourself and give us a call, 567-249-9172. La Frida's Cleaning Service. Our reputation is always spotless.
Are you tired of driving around a dirty car? Say hello to the ultimate solution for your car. Quick Auto Detail, home, work, or wherever. Their mobile car spa will clean and shine your car anytime and anywhere. Their products are gentle on your car's paint, and they use only the highest quality materials. Book your appointment now.
Hey there, this is indie artist Shanbray Price, and I rock with Queen Silvy on the Queen Silvy Show. Bye, y'all. Hey there, this is indie artist Shanbray Price, and I rock with Queen Silvy on the Queen Silvy Show. Bye, y'all.
Silvy Show, tune in at 11, good laugh, good vibe, that's for sure. Get smooth with Tim, get smooth with Tim. They have you rolling like you popped the pill. Once you hear the show, you ain't gonna want it to end. Get creative with the sounds you can make with your mouth. Reaching all over the world, Queen Silvy in the house. Award-winning show with the #1 spot, look out. It's the Queen Silvy Show, 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 it's the Queen Queen Silvy
This is
Show.
Pepper
Look out.
Gomez of Wake Up Music, and you are listening to my favorite, The Queen Silvy Show.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, coming to you live, it's time for the silky smooth sounds of Smooth Tim and Her Majesty herself, Queen Silvy.
Hey, it is Smooth Tim. Thank you so very much for dropping by and spending another terrific Tuesday with us on the multiple award-winning Queen Silvy Show. And speaking of the Queen, it is now my pleasure to bring her to you, the world's sexiest granny, the Queen herself, the Queen Silvy.
You got that right. It is me, Queen Silvy, on this terrific Tuesday, the multiple award-winning The Queen. The what? Yes, that is me.
The heck is going on here?
Don't know, do you? Hey, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on where you are in this great world today. I hope you're ready. Super greatness. We always bring the best in live entertainment, talents, topics, and resources from around the world just for you. So you're definitely in for a treat. How are you, Smooth?
I'm doing terrific on this Tuesday, Queen, and how are you doing?
As always, I'm supercalifragilistic.
Expialidocious, I suppose, is 24/7, 365. Queen Silvy, you are always simply
I know.
amazing. Yes, you are.
Ain't nothing but the truth, because I am amazing. But hey, that's right. Better believe it. You are amazing, Smooth. You are amazing. We do have an amazing guest and a few announcements today, don't we?
Absolutely. We have a world-renowned pencil artist on today's show, Clarence Pencilman Pointer.
Hey.
Or
Looking
Clarence
forward to
Pointer, Pencilman, however you want to say it.
Hey.
But you'll find him on all kinds of social media. You'll find his work all over the world, actually. And we'll have a nice little conversation, sit down with him, talking about some of his work, some of his projects that he's done and coming up. And going to find it totally entertaining. I guarantee that.
I guarantee that.
Otherwise, you know, hey, as always, our hearts and prayers are going out to everybody around the world. Still some things going on around the world. Maybe we'll get some peace one of these days. And all kinds of, I'd like to get some peace in my pocketbook, some things still going on domestically. So, hey, as the Queen and I always say,
That's right.
faith over fear. Wow. It's an interesting world right now, folks. And we just try to make it a little bit better with our shows. So sit back and enjoy and let a little load off your day today. And hey, we're trying to make it bright for a change. How about that?
How about that?
How about that?
How about that?
How about some shout-outs? United States, United Kingdom, Canada, Mexico, Germany, and Poland, Africa, Ireland, France, Australia. Thank you, folks, for tuning in last week. We appreciate you.
We certainly do.
Otherwise, that's it, Queen.
Hey.
I'm getting ready to listen to Clarence
Well,
Pointer.
before I do, I must thank you, because if you're watching this live, I want you to know that Smooth and myself, we love and appreciate you. And if you're watching this later on our archive,
Our love is everlasting, Queen.
that's right, our love is everlasting. We love and appreciate you on this terrific Tuesday, the multiple award-winning The Queen Silvy Show. You do have time to be kind and spread the word for someone else to come on in and get the super greatness we have in store for you. Before we get into my guests, what I like to do is I like to share some motivational words from The Queen Silvy Show to you. A pencil is a faithful friend that never lets you down, always ready to create and inspire. You know, drawing is not what one sees, but what one makes others see. And I sometimes think there's nothing so delightful and relaxing as drawing. So embrace the power of the pencil. For in its strokes lies the ability to transform ordinary into extraordinary. That's right, hey? And those are some motivational words for the Queen Silvy Show to you. I'm going to keep it going. Yes, I am, because I am going to shout out my deserving kings and queens, my good friends from all over, like Pepper Gomez and Wake Up Music. Wake Up Music rocks. Holistic health advocate Marva Riley. Marie McKenzie and the International Sexual Assault Recovery Institute. Carmen Jewel and Massage Therapy by Carmen. Simone Enterprise and Entertainment Company and the Simone Family Foundation. A Journey Through Healing with Beatrice Crawford Daniel.
Shout out to you.
Kizzy Patino, Queen Jenna, Queen Ashley, Follette Clark, and Kenneth Rawl.
Shout out to you.
To Helen Myers, Peace Myers, Corey and Casey Patinio, and Joan Mercer.
Shout out to you.
To Queen Aaliyah, Asia, Tay, Maya, Camille, and Dejour.
Shout out to you.
To my grandchildren and my great-grandchildren. Yeah.
Shout out to you.
Jonathan Easley, Lee Allen Sr., Wade and Katrina, LP and Cynthia, Melvin and Teresa, Kaki, and Mike.
Shout out to you.
To Queen Sonia, Kaki, Shanika, Alana, Brianna, and Precious.
Shout out to you.
To Nancy, Delia, and Chrissy from Fort Worth, Texas.
Shout out to you.
To Ryan and Kelly and the All-American Boys, Matt and Tracy and the All-American Girls, Lee.
Shout out to you.
I think I need to pause for the call and clear my throat. One moment, please.
Woof, woof. Meow. Ready, ready.
Yeah, baby. Don't knock it till you try it. To Pamela Anderson, C. Shorty Franklin, Patricia Wilhelm McGiffin, Renita Easley, Gold Rosa, Donna Ferry, and Pam Bailey.
Shout out to you.
To my good friends in Africa, Amy Kanima, Websterito, Hostile Flow, Hero Boy, Princess Area Lua. Yeah, gotcha.
Shout out to you.
Serena Williams, Pinky Herman, Sassy Savage, Robin Taylor, DJ Team Broke 100.
Shout out to you.
To my good friends in United Kingdom, Beth Lambert, Nicola Jones, Bethany Jones, and Kay Cross.
Shout out to you.
To Lorenzo Gabaniza, Christine Lewis Anderson, James and Audrey, Sirius Edition, and Nana Linda Hartley.
Shout out to you.
To Edith Verhoek, Queen D. Brown, Sandra and Ben Johnson, Melody Gore Dobb, Miguel Montalban, Brian Pearson, Brenda Ramirez, and my good friend, Joe Mass.
Shout out to you.
That's right, yes. Hey, listen, if you would love to be shouted out, if you have someone you love for us to represent and shout out, we will hook you up 3 days a week. Every Tuesday with the multiple award-winning The Queen Silvy Show. Every Wednesday with Tim's Tidbits. And every Thursday with the Now You Know Show with Queen Silvy and Smooth Tim. As we bring the best in live entertainment, talents, topics, and resources from around the world just for you. Check out this resource. And when we get back, you already know the ball is rolling with super greatness we have in store for you on The Queen Silvy Show.
Hi, my name is Kate Hudson Hall. I am an author, therapist, and podcaster. My new book has been released called Anxiety Hacks, with proven techniques, tools, and tips to calmness. So if you suffer from generalized anxiety, panic attacks, or feel abnormally anxious about certain things, within Anxiety Hacks, I show you how you can overcome these conditions successfully, enjoy a healthy and carefree life. My website is katehudson-hall.com. Anxiety Hacks is available now on Amazon.
All righty then.
Hey, we are back on this terrific Tuesday. As I said before, you do have time to be kind and spread the word for someone else to go on in and get this super greatness we have in store for you. Known for his lifelike detailed pencil drawings, world-renowned, multiple award-winning master visual artist specializing in portraits, my tongue is saying little business. He's also a celebrity visual artist with over a decade experience, sharing his fantastic journey, works of art, along with his newly released book, Pencilman Volume 1 edition. Live from somewhere in the West Coast, I introduce to you world-renowned, multiple award-winning master visual pencil artist, Clarence Pencilman Pointer.
Well, hello there. How you guys doing?
Hey, Clarence, we are so honored to have you back on the show. You know, the first time you was on the show was 10 years ago. What? 10 years, 2015. And since then, you, Smooth, myself have been following our passion, continuing to be successful and leaving that legacy. But, you know, in so many words, for someone that today is just now meeting you, what would you like them to know? What would you like the world to know about Clarence Porter?
Well, I want to give you some love too, because my new word I made up a few years ago is called "stay with an ability." If you got that, you have staying power to conquer all the things you aspire to do, like you guys done with your radio show, and what I've done with my artwork. I never gave up. I stayed in the game. So I guess the word to the listeners is, if you got a goal, some endeavors, some dreams you want to conquer, just do it.
That's right.
You know, don't let the naysayers get in your ear. You know, lack of support, initially. Don't let that bother you. Just keep pushing. And like I told someone the other day, you can't be in a hurry to get to your destination, but you can't afford to get your feet off the paddle. Because if you do, you'll never get there.
All right.
So, so just keep pushing.
That's
Keep
right.
pushing.
That's right. Have
we
that
got one time.
patience. You're
We got to
absolutely
have patience.
correct. Hey,
We got to have
I
patience.
want my audience to give it up to you right now because, I will not let it go by that you are a former sergeant in the United States Air Force. That is what's up. But
Right,
you've done that. What did you love about that time in your life and that experience?
man. Uh, it was amazing. Uh, if I could have stayed in Okinawa, Japan for 20 years, I would stay in 20 years.
Mm.
Uh, Primarily because I reignited my drawing in Okinawa.
Mm. Oh,
I had
okay.
stopped, I had stopped drawing for 2 years because I had got a B in art class during college, and I said, you know what, uh, I'm done. And, and like I just said to listeners, don't let the naysayers, non support get in the way. It got in my way
Mm.
for a couple of years. But God had different uh, plans for me. So uh, Okinawa, Japan, reignited my art career. I still have friends that I met over there that I'm still in contact with.
That's good.
So Air Force was my way of getting away from, I want to say, I would say more traveling, getting beyond my surroundings in my little small town, which has produced some amazing people. But I knew there was more out of life to me just being in my little small town. So, you know, it was an amazing opportunity to travel the world, visit artwork, open
That's
so many
good.
doors. Yeah,
That's good.
But didn't that teach you a lot on how to grind and how to stick with something? Just exactly what you said at the very top of the show. Did that help
absolutely.
develop your personality?
Absolutely. I mean, you just gotta stay with something long enough to see the results,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And the one thing in the Air Force that I take with me today is the documentation.
Mm.
It teaches you to document all of your journey, all your travels, all of your uh, uh, successes, so that when you actually do something and you talk about it, you got backup.
Okay, but you know what? Right now, things in this world are shady. I mean, there's a lot going on. There's a lot not going on. But I want your opinion. Just give me your brief opinion on today. Are you for any young man or any young woman joining in the services today?
I would say it's a great opportunity to uh, spread your wings, uh, develop some responsibility for yourself, some direction. If that's your goal, I mean, college is not for everyone. The military is a great way to, uh, I would say, find yourself.
Mm.
You know, uh, and if you don't like your surroundings where you live, now I'm not sure about other branches, but the Air Force was the right decision for me to go because
Okay.
I said uh, I met a whole lot of great people that's still in my life today. Some pushed me to the point of just being the best I could be. I got stories galore on that.
Mm.
So, fine, yeah, I would say it's a good opportunity. It all depends on your career field,
Well, I hope someone's
So,
out there listening on that good advice that you've said because it's getting down to the wire with all of that. And whenever I meet someone who's already experienced the service, I want their opinion on that for our youth.
Right, but I think, and it really depends on what you want to do. Did you have a
correct.
specific goal when you went in? You decided to go Air Force. And I know my father served in Okinawa, by the way, in the Navy, and loved it.
Okay.
And I'm sure you probably loved Okinawa too. It's a nice island.
Oh yeah. Oh
But in
yeah.
any regards, I'm sure you had an objective in mind wow, you decided, well, I'm going to be Navy, I'm going to be Air Force, I don't want to be Army, I don't want to be Marine, and you made that choice for a specific reason.
I did, because I was actually driving by the recruiter's office on my way home from cleanup crew at Hardy's restaurant, and I said, you know what, I want to escape. I want to get away. And by process of elimination, I chose the Air Force. And my goal actually was to go to get a degree, go to college and all that, right? But once I finished my CDCs, just a correspondence course for your career field, I was kind of worn out from that. And uh, God intervened with the art. And honestly, if I could put a label on my career skill level, I would give myself a PhD in art.
Yeah, because you're something else, and I must say that the emotion and the passion that you masterfully portrays in your breathtaking portraits is awe-inspiring. It really is. But you tell me, Clarence, when did you first realize that you actually enjoyed not just creating art, but pencil art and portraits?
You know what? Honestly, I think it's always been there. I mean, it's kind of like, but when I'm gonna be straight, right? When you start getting some compensation for what you do, you start enjoying a lot more. And when I was 14, I won the Drummy Head character in the TV Guide. I won that twice.
All right.
$15 check and a $25 check at 14, right?
Mm-hmm.
So a big write up in the newspaper, hometown newspaper. My dad was at work, and I know he was boasting. I'm sure he was, you know. But he would bring jobs home
Right.
from his coworkers for me to draw. I was making 40, 50, 60 bucks a pop, you know, for stuff when I was 14 years old. So I was buying my own, Pro Kids, Chuck Taylors, my own outfits, and I thought I had it going on, right? So,
Right. You did. Well, you
so
did.
I did. So
Yeah.
honestly, I just kept it up, and because passion's always been there. It never left except those 2 years. Uh, so yeah,
Well, that's good. And it's just
yeah.
like just like a musician. Over time, they learn their process. Just like a comedian have to find their voice and for voice. But over time, how did you form your own process and your own style of drawing?
Well, by not looking at anybody else's work,
That'll do it.
being unique and different, just not copying anybody's style. It just flowed, right? So now I mentor a lot of artists today, and I'm not trying to create pencil man clones. What I do is help them maximize their own potential and their own style to have their own uniqueness.
That's great.
So
Let me ask
yeah,
you a question, Clarence. When it comes to mentoring, and who taught you about shading and about uniformity and dimensions, and especially with the objects that you're working with, who mentored you with all that?
me, myself, and I,
All right.
because it's kind of like I don't know. I can't honestly explain that in totality, but you just practice, 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 and you see or what needs to be worked on. I had a problem with everything initially, but I just kind of I got some how to draw books at
Mm-hmm.
one point, and just kind of like looked at those and it kind of guided me somewhat. Because we have tutorials like on YouTube
Mm-hmm.
back in the day. Today kids have young kids, young adults, old school individuals have no excuse now not to evolve if
Right.
they really want to.
Right.
Because those tutorials on YouTube, if I had those, man, back in the day, I don't know
Right.
what.
Man, that's how I feel about the guitar videos when they show you how to play cover a song. And I'm like, really? Where was this back in the day?
Right. Yeah, they have one up on us and a lot, and I hope they take heed of that because they can go a lot of places and school your mind, gain that knowledge. But what type of pencils and techniques do you use when you create your work?
Well, um, I educated myself, or I advanced myself from the number two pencil about 50 years ago. Uh, there's so many leads available that from the hardest, like a F or 2H or 9H, and those are hard leads, right?
Mm-hmm.
Those for like really light areas like the teeth, inside the eyes, like the blouse you're wearing, the light part of the blouse you're wearing. Then you got the 9B, 10B, uh, 12B, really soft, like the joint behind me, the
Mm-hmm.
hair.
Yes.
That's so you gotta know which one your face. Your face is like a B.
Who face
Tim's is
me?
probably like you're a
Me?
B,
I'm a bee. Okay.
and Tim's more of a H and an HB. So I can just look at someone and tell.
Wait, what did you call me? You called me a HB.
Hey Tim, holy brother. Okay,
Boy, that's a
Okay,
good one.
nice recovery.
Yes, I like that. You came back with that one right on point. That was pretty good. But that's
I was
good
quick.
skills
I
too
was
when you can
quick.
look at a person and know just what you're gonna do, what it's gonna take to bring that to life there, You are
Yeah.
multiple award winning. You are world renowned. You are definitely in demand. So, why don't you brag? And instead of me brag, I'm gonna let you brag. Share some of your significant awards and achievements or exhibitions that's made an impact in your life,
Man,
right?
where do I start? Let me see. I would say I've won the Pencil Artist of the Year award twice in 2017 and 2022. I think it's 2022. Uh, those by Citrus Stars, a foundation here in Southern California who uh, chose me because of not just my art, but my being a pillar in the community. I get out, I involve myself with the kids. Any event that's available, and I'm available, I show up, show out because the bottom line is kids need to see someone of my caliber doing what I'm doing.
Right.
And I don't mind, I love, not that I don't mind, I love the opportunity to speak some wisdom into their lives so they can move forward into their gifts that God gave them.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and not just the young folks, whoever want to listen.
Right.
I don't care how you under 100, you're young.
That's true.
That's one. Uh, Man of the Year for uh, New England Informer magazine a few years ago. There's so many awards. It's
Oh, I
crazy.
know. That's why I put it on you. You tell me because I can go on all the achievements you've done, which is absolutely great. It really is great.
Yeah.
And one thing I know, me and Smooth, we were able to see and get on the bus, the actual bus that Rosa Parks made history on. But you was blessed in 1993 to actually meet Rosa Parks and present her with a personal portrait. Tell me about that time and what was it like meeting her?
Well, let me start from the beginning. uh, I knew she was coming to our area in Southern California for Black History Month. And I told my wife, I said, I'm gonna do a portrait of Rosa Parks. I'm gonna present it to her, but I don't know how it's gonna happen. So about 3 weeks before she arrived, I get a call from NASA Aerospace, uh, chief guy in charge of logistics, and he said, Clarence, I've had conversations with the Black History Council, Black Heritage Committees, different auxiliaries, and we were wondering if you had time to do a portrait of Rosa Parks to present to her at the Officers Club luncheon on this particular day. Now, mind you, I'm 99% done already, uh, and now I'm playing hardball now. I'm like, Mr. Nash, I would love to do that, and I think I have time to get it done, but I have one stipulation, one condition. It has to leave my hand to her hand, not some general, not some colonel, not some bigwig hotshot from NASA. From my hand, from my hand to her hand, and we got a deal.
Right?
He said, I don't have a problem with that. I said, great. I'll be by tomorrow to pick up my check. So the day of the event, they called me on the podium to present her the artwork. Uh, and she said, "Oh, this is so lovely. Thank you, young man." Give me a kiss on this cheek
Ah.
here. Yeah, yeah. So I'm on cloud 29, not cloud
He looks
9.
like it. Look at him.
Yeah, right.
Look at your picture.
He's like, yeah. Rosa, I'll never
So
wash this cheek again.
no, so now it sounds sweet, but it gets bitter. Then it gets sweet because the bitter part is the following week, that Friday, I just knew that the picture just saw was to be in the base newspaper, but it wasn't. And I was warm. Hot is hot, but warm is hotter than hot.
Mm.
So the whole weekend I'm steaming. And Monday, me and God had a conversation. He was like, "Pencilman, go to the base newspaper, ask the clerk if he has a negative of any pictures that you took with Rosa Parks at the event." I said, "No, I ain't going over there. If I go over there, I might end up fighting somebody. I might say something I want to say, get kicked out of the military."
Mm.
So God pretty much drugged me by my ear all the way to that building because he said the person in charge was probably going to be at lunch. And sure enough, she was at lunch. And it was a sister, too, that was in charge of the paper.
Mm.
So so the clerk brought back that negative of what you just saw on the screen. I don't know where it is now, but I made plenty of copies of that
Right?
negative. And that's what you see now floating around social media.
Legacy. That's a legacy. That
I
is
know.
so
Now,
special.
imagine how many people would not have believed me if I had went to that building that particular day and get that negative. I could talk about it all day long, right?
Right.
But most folks wouldn't believe me.
But
Well,
sometimes it really doesn't matter
right
if they
on.
believe you or not, does it?
It
It
does and
really
it doesn't.
doesn't.
Yeah, it does and it doesn't. For brand building,
Right.
Yeah,
I
right.
knew it happened.
Correct.
Yeah, I knew it happened.
Right.
Right,
I wouldn't lie about it.
right.
But seeing is believing for a lot of people.
Well, you know what? You're right when you say seeing is believing because you've created some amazing personal and celebrity portraits that definitely have you in a class all by yourself. I want you to take a look at some of the work from Clarence Pencilman Pointer right here. Check it out. Boy.
Wow.
You're just so great. Go and pat yourself on the back. I know you patted yourself a couple times. Yeah, there you go. Just do that there. And that's just a tip, just a little sample of the magnificent work that you have out there available.
Do you see your progression through the years?
Man, I often post then and now on my social media page so people can see the growth. I did a portrait of myself when I was in Okinawa, Japan in 1986, and I got someone commissioned to do one of myself in 2016. Now I thought the 1986 piece was great, and now so 2016, it's like night and day. It just shows that if you stay with something long enough, devote some time,
Yep,
effort
that's right.
to it.
That's right.
I was just looking. The reason I asked that, Clarence, is I look at those pictures and I can see development and growth in the way that you
Deception.
developed that picture, especially when it came down to like Michael and Marvin. Some of those pictures, like, wow.
Very good. What's your favorite piece of art that you've created?
Favorite, man, I have a new favorite every day. I would, I would say the most difficult
Ah,
would probably be the Hands of Wisdom.
ah,
Ah,
Yeah,
very
I'm not sure
good.
if I sent you that image or not, but it's a hand there like this,
Mm-hmm.
and you can see the crevices in the fingernails, the knuckles,
Detailed.
wrinkles, fingerprint, thumbprint. I mean, you got to give somebody from this drawing. You could put the thumbprint on a piece of paper. You could find who they were.
Right.
Stuff like that. I mean, difficult. Favorite is always going to be the Rosa Parks. That's always be number one
Right.
favorite.
Yes.
'Cause, monetarily speaking, no. But eventful wise, yes. Uh, um, Most recent, I did one recently of Bill Pickett.
Mm.
I always wanted to do one of Bill Pickett, but the opportunity didn't present itself until about a month ago.
Mm.
They had a chili cook-off in my area, and the theme was rodeo. So I did a Bill Pickett piece for that particular event. Got good reviews,
That's good.
but the following week they was having a fundraiser for the after dinner fire victims in Pasadena, and I had about 17 prints done of that uh, autographed, numbered edition, and I wrote in gold. And when they called me about the event, I said, I got about 5 of these prints that I could bring and donate those. So when I get there, they had a nice little stand for the picture already. It was a really nice setup. And people came and started bidding on it. It was a silent auction, right?
Mm-hmm.
They started bidding on it. It was 100, 150, 250, 300, 375, 400, 425. 425 is the highest bid, right? So at the end of the auction, the guy, he went around checking out who won. When he got to mine, I said, hold up. There's not just one winner. I have 5. I'm not going home with the other 4. So start at the highest bid and get the highest bid. Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5
yeah,
copies.
let them take their picks.
Right. So in totality, those 5 prints yield $1,800.
Wow.
For the event.
Hey, cha-ching.
Yeah, exactly.
The cha-ching.
All donated to them. But in the process of being there for the whole evening, I made some serious connections.
I bet you did.
Contacts. Oh,
I
yeah.
bet you did because I'm sorry.
I wanted to ask real quickly, and I see all these projects that you work on. What is your usual time frame for a project? How long does it take you to develop some of these pictures? It's not done overnight, but I'm sure not either a month.
Well, like I told the kids when I go to the schools, I talk to kids. They ask me that question. I always say mode of payment.
Say that one more again.
Mode of payment. If you pay slow, I draw slow. You pay fast, I don't.
That's what's up. That got your own system going, and it works. But you know what? You know how they say it pays to be in the right place at the right time, or it pays to know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody. That works for you, right?
It does. No, but honestly, Tim, I can't put a time on what I do because I really don't know. I don't keep track of time at all. I just draw. If I'm in the mood, I draw. If I'm not in the mood, I don't. Uh,
Yeah, but money is a
I'm going
motivator.
exactly. It helps out.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah. Yeah.
No. So for the feedback, what you just said about being the right place, at the right time, uh, it really don't carry no weight unless you maximize the opportunity that you know, involved in, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let me explain. Uh, about 7 weeks ago, I got a phone call from a lady who's name is Cynthia Busby. She's always look out for me for different events and whatnot. She had an extra invite to the Paul Robeson Theater 25-year anniversary, and Dan Glover and Ben Cleary were the hosts. Well, when she asked me, uh, was I able to come, I replied back all in the same breath. I would love to come. Why don't I create a drawing of Paul Robeson and showcase it at the event? And she said, "You got time? It's next weekend." I said, "What's my name?" And
I love
so,
it.
so I show up. I show up with the drawing, and uh, everybody thought it was a photograph. First of all, right? Um, I had a conversation with Willa Pugh, Harper from The Color Purple, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, right place, right time. Do I do all work? Now it's time for the whipped cream, cherries, and nuts on the top. So I asked Will Pugh, I said, would you mind giving me a Facebook Live shout out? He said, oh, absolutely. So unrehearsed, impromptu, straight from the hip, 28 seconds clip has about 15,000 views now.
Wow.
Uh, so I got to do is say, check this
Clients,
out.
right?
Hello?
Right? So is that the beginning? Is that how exactly you ended up becoming a celebrity visual artist? How did that
I'm not
happen?
sure. It just evolves over time, because you gotta have that the phase time. You gotta have that. If I call on you, are you gonna come through? You know, type mentality. Because the people I've done artwork for, a lot of them say like Bo Jackson, you know, Gene Chandler, uh, the Duke of Earl, uh, Mr. Hank Dixon, uh, Bill Duke, you know, Claudia Robinson. A lot of these people, they didn't commission themselves. It was more so the coordinators of those events, the event coordinators.
Mm-hmm.
They know my style, and I would come through, and I'm reliable, you
That's
know,
what's up.
um, you know.
So when you
So
do
the word
these,
gets out.
okay, but when you do these masterpieces for celebrities, do you take it and sell prints from the original?
They're mostly one of a kind.
Mm-hmm.
They're mostly one of a kind. Uh, it depends on see one of Miss Parker from the movie Friday. We collaborated on hers. I still have the original. I made prints, and we selling prints of that to raise money for her foundation that she's involved in.
Mm-hmm.
So my goal is to connect with several like that has a foundation, and use me to use me up type mentality. I draw it, make the prints, you sign them, and
Right.
we generate some funds for your foundation. It has to be a win-win scenario though,
Right.
you know.
Right.
Plus the Pencilman got to eat too,
Well, that's pretty
you
good.
know, So uh, that's something I'm working on as far as connecting with. I connect with Joe Torre and Jane Kennedy and a
Mm.
few others that I think this year it's gonna blow up to the point where that Pencilman is really gonna be that household name out there.
What'd you say?
Real quickly, have you got any of your works that's been featured in any galleries? And if not, have you thought about doing some type of a gallery event to promote yourself?
Right.
I often have art exhibits all over. I got a piece that's in the museum in Alabama, the Tuskegee Airmen piece is in the museum there,
Right.
in Texas. Uh, uh, Art exhibits have one at Anaheim Museum. I, I kind of spread myself around pretty good. Uh, Gallery wise, I've had art exhibits in galleries too. Uh, so uh, the ones I like though, the events I like best, Tim, are the ones where I know about. They
Mm-hmm.
call me. I show up with 2 or 3 pieces. It don't cost me anything but my gas to get
Right.
there. They had the food already there.
Mm-hmm.
The audience already there.
Mm-hmm.
The entertainment is already there. And I can show up and have conversation with people and just reap what's being sold.
Hey, that's how it's
You know,
done. That's right. But
it's cheaper.
yes.
I guess one other quick one is, have you ever been commissioned to do some work for somebody like that?
Yeah. Actually, I have. The lady that's behind me right now,
Mm-hmm.
her name is Sharon E. Gilbert. She's an actress.
Mm-hmm.
She was in the movie Selma. Now she's not per se A-list actress per se, but she's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
She's one of my dearest friends. And matter of fact, just last night, check this out. Last week, one of my friends on social media is Lou Gossip Jr.'s son, Satai. I think pronounced it Satai. I had sent him an image of him and his dad when he was a baby and hugging. Lou Gossip was holding him. Then there's a more recent one where he was older. It was adult man. It was embracing, right? So I sent him an image of me potentially doing a collage of those two. And he
Mm.
called me just last night.
Well, there we
Wow.
go. That answers that
I
question.
tell you, that's what's
Yeah,
up.
so he's formulating a documentary in his dad's honor, and my drawing that I'm going to be creating is going to be featured in the documentary. How about that?
That is so great. Audience, what? You are the man. You
They didn't know I led right into a story.
right
but
into
hey.
that great one. I tell you. But there's haters out there. There's people that, he think he all that, and you are all that, right? But throughout your career, has anyone ever been dissatisfied with your work? Like, that don't look like me.
All the time. The first phase, uh, but at the end of the day, when I finish, they're amazed.
Yeah.
See, I tell them initially, I said I have tough skin, so if it's not on point, I don't expect to be on point the first phase, in the first, second, third phase, but I know my system. I know that I'm a perfectionist. My goal is to have it primo,
Mm-hmm.
So, no, no,
Well,
none of
you
that.
keep on
I
doing
can't
what
have
you're doing. I mean, keep it up. And you're always welcome to come back on the Queen Silvy Show. Just don't wait 10 more years, okay? Because that's what's up. But,
every
throughout you,
year.
yeah, that'll be great.
Right. You know what though, and I have to sit there and think, Clarence is to the point of all of this conversation, is I believe that you had that talent when you was in grade school, junior high school.
Mm-hmm.
And people seen that coming out of your
Seen that
hand.
potential.
Those teachers seen that and said, you know what, this kid's got something on the frickin' ball.
Yeah. What I told the CBS guy when he asked me that question in 2019, I'm very comical. I'm probably not as funny as Sylvie, but I'm kind of funny too sometimes. So um, he, he asked me that question. I said, I gave my mom lead poison at birth. I came out with pills in my hand at birth. Yeah, I've been doing it ever since.
That's what's up. You keep on soaring and keep doing it.
Well, I've noticed that. The reason I asked, I have a friend that I went to high school with, actually, that ever since he was in grade school, it's like the kid could draw. And it's just like some people just have that gift in their hand.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, but bottom line, Tim, we only discovered that we can draw It's already in you already. So
Mm-hmm.
eventually, it's going to come out, and someone's going to notice
Mm-hmm.
and push you into avenues where you wouldn't have even thought that was possible. I mean, now asking me 50 years ago, 55 years ago, why we writing right now today, I I couldn't answer that question. I just know that I'm just following God's plan to achieve maximum potential, and sharing and caring and accepting all uh, great things to come in my way. See, people don't want to know all the successes. They want to know some of the struggles you went through. We all have peaks and valleys, but you
Right.
want to be more on the peak than the valley. So I'm striving to be on my peak side of things more so than the valley. Um, and I don't know what I do. There's so much going on in my life these days.
But it's
It's
all about the journey, is it not?
That's right.
It's all about that journey and how you got to where you got to.
Yep.
yeah.
And the
If
legacy.
you ain't if you ain't been through something, you ain't lived yet.
Right. That's true. Well, you
You
have a
know.
long list of achievements and things, but you add to the list of yourself as an author because now you have a newly released book, Pencilman Volume 1 edition. Tell me about this book and why it was created.
Okay. First of all, it wasn't my initial one that I was going to do. I'm still going to do the initial one, which
Mm-hmm.
is a screenplay book. But this one came about from a friend called me up one day and said, "I want to do something for you." I said, "What's that?" "I want to create a promo magazine for you. So when you go to events, you got something tangible that you can hold on to." I'm like, "That sounds like a great idea. What you got in mind?" "Well, submit X amount of images, and we have our friend Ellis, who's a photographer and a graphics guy, put it together, and we'll see what they do."
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, "Okay." I said, "So I'm thinking about it." And I'm like, how many of my fans, friends, supporters out there would love a copy of this? And I said, "Oh, no, no one's going to want a copy of that." But I talked to a friend, a military friend of mine, who's a sister figure in Atlanta. And she said, "I want 5 of those. Can I buy some?" I'm like, "Why?" She said, "Put them in my beauty salon that I go to, a barbershop I know, a couple of businesses, and whatnot." I said, "Oh, that's a good idea." So my mind started to, you know, think innovative to this point. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
so how many friends or supporters who have bought my artwork over the years, and someone comes to our house and they says, "Oh, who did that?" And you do your very best to explain who I am and all that, and they listen, but by the time they leave the house that day or next couple of days, they forgot about Pencil Man. Maybe, hopefully not. But this book, this first ever Pencil Man Volume 1 edition, the content inside is amazing, first of all. Uh, the cover has a QR code in the cover, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if someone asking about it, all you gotta do is put a phone out and scan the cover. It goes directly to my online presence, all my interviews, ABC, CBS, Fox,
Mm-hmm.
Time Warner, slideshows, presentations, magazines, newspaper articles, all that stuff. It's all on that in, online presence via the cover. Now, some folks not might be internet savvy, so the link is written down inside the magazine too, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this could work. So now on my full box of these magazines, or I call it a coffee book table type of a book, because each page is like more amazed. Each page you turn, and uh, it's all about me. However, the objective is to inspire, encourage,
Right.
empower the viewer who's looking at it to say, well, you know what? I, okay, I can conquer my dreams too.
Right.
You know, I can do this. Whatever it is that you want to do, it can be done. You know, so that's my mission statement. It's inspire, encourage, empower. And I think the book is doing that. I'm getting mad reviews already from people all over the nation. It's crazy.
So how you think it'll boost your brand and your business model?
It's already boosting it. It's already boosting it. I mean, it's gonna be. It's gonna take me to another level of. Say, like I go to the event, right? I'm a
Hmm.
keynote speaker. I got something tangible, that people can actually see, you know, and take home with them. You know, uh, I got that in Chicago right now. He saw it. He was like, "Wow, uh,
Hmm.
I'm like doing a piece of Spike Lee and his Morehouse outfit and Mars bars from the early '90s, I think, with Michael Jordan. Uh, all came from him observing this publication. And like I said, it's a conversational piece for whoever picks it up. You can't stop talking about it. It's the most talked about publication of 2025.
So where can others go to obtain Pencilman Volume One edition?
Um, it's on my website, clarencepointer.net. Just click on prints and originals. It's in that category. You'll see it. Um, just hit me up. Hey, uh, I'm here to talk to anybody who want to call me, talk to me verbally.
That's what's up. You know, it,
Yeah,
it's
but all the links are on that link that they can go to.
mm-hmm. That's what's up. You know, it matters when you have someone in your corner, when you have that backing, that person that's right there to tell you the good, the bad, to be there to support. Good teamwork. That's what Smooth and myself is as well. I have a picture that I want to show. Special queen in this picture. Tell me about her, if you will. Share. Tell me about this special picture.
Let's see.
All
She's the number one fan, of course. Uh, we've been married like 33 years this year, be 33 years.
right. All right.
Yeah. So we have someone that's uh, not constantly singing in the beginning when I started this journey full time in '08. Not once has she said, "Did a real job."
Mm.
Because there was some valleys, you
Right.
know, in this journey of progression. So having somebody like that that's always there for support. Uh, and her social media page look more like my page than her page.
That's all
you know,
right.
so my post something, she shares it. You know, uh, so yes, that's my anchor right there.
It's your
Yeah,
queen. Your
she, she,
queen.
she, she the one.
I want to ask you another quick question because you're a very interesting person, Clarence. But if Clarence wasn't the pencil man, who would he be?
Wow, that's a good question. Um, I'll probably be a social worker.
That's all right.
I'll probably be a social worker. You know, because I love people. I want to see people be all they can be. And I know that a lot of kids in this world, they don't grow up in a proper environment and stuff like that. Uh, a big brother type figure
Hmm.
of some sort, something like that, I'm sure.
Well, you kind of like that right now, anyways. When you get into an environment with a lot of people, you're socializing, you're communicating, motivating, inspiring. You're still doing that work uh, with what you do right now. But do you
Oh
have
yeah.
any? This is 2025. We're just getting into spring and summer. What you have going on? What's any upcoming events for this year? Do you have?
Okay. Well, one got scratched off today on your show. Uh,
Why? Thank you, sir.
next one, the next one, I got two more interviews this month. Uh, then I have a Christmas in July event in LA. Uh, Central Stars having a fundraiser in November that I'm part of, a host, a presenter, art exhibit. Um,
Busy.
uh, yeah, my calendar, it goes from day to day,
Mm-hmm.
because I get calls all the time to participate in this event or that event. So month to month things changes. I just show up, and just participate. Even if I'm not even there, I ship stuff cross country to fundraisers, uh, and and because you guys plant those seeds,
Right.
uh, every opportunity you have, you know, and I get mad at love, you know, uh, I got a lot of things on my plate that I'm dealing with as far as completing art projects.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't keep busy enough.
Hey, that's all right. Busy is good.
This is good.
And you are a busy guy doing a lot of things. I can't even tell you, you've been overdue coming back on the show, and I'm glad that we've connected again, and you've been back here because it is an honor. Like I said, 10 years ago, we didn't have this where we were actually seeing each other when we talk. We were
I know.
strictly radio, and this is so great because I'm honored to even showcase some of the great work that you do. But before you go, before you say how you can be followed on social media and contacted, is there anything that you want to add or say that perhaps I did not ask you?
Sure. Uh, we got 30 more minutes. Just kidding.
Yeah, yeah.
That's cool. I'm an artist for a sports magazine called Sports Life Magazine.
mm,
They're on online. I think they're evolving back into the paperback eventually. But I'm the artist exclusively for that magazine.
all right.
Uh, that was chosen by the CEO, founder, Larry Raiki. Uh, I was chosen. No art contest, no interview,
You're the man.
no application. Man, he just saw my work and say, I need you to be a face of the magazine. So that's one thing. Um, and I just that's pretty much the only thing I I told him I was going to mention that, uh, and also the fire victims and after dinner they're still having fundraisers for those fire victims and stuff. And I told the COO of the event last week that I would donate uh, a service percentage of all sales if someone mentions the fire victims in their request for the artwork.
Mm,
Um, and yeah, so in any well, a lot of the charitable organizations I give back to
mm-hmm.
if they, you know, let me know that they're being sent to by a certain entity. So giving back pays.
Yes, it does. And it also makes you more memorable because word of mouth is also one of those powerful things. So you just keep on doing what you're doing, but because you're busy, you have a lot that you do. But like when you have that R&R relaxation time, what is it that Clarence Pencilman Pointer likes to do?
I walk a lot. I get about 4 miles uh, every other day. Uh, Kick back, watch some old school, TV shows.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe to a ball game or two, local high school stuff. Just get out, get fresh air. And uh, hang out,
Hey,
chill, relax.
Hey, but that's good though. You have your mindset set, you have your future set, you're leaving a legacy, making a heck of a difference. And hey, you just keep going and keep doing because word, like I say, word of mouth is everything. And I tell the youth, all the time. Sometimes they don't talk about things. You can express it, whether it's poetry, whether it's art, music. Just do it and
Absolutely.
put the effort in and get it out. You know what I'm saying? But hey,
Yeah, because
yeah.
word of mouth would never go. It'll never go away.
Right, right. I mean,
It
you're gonna
won't. I
get
mean, you got our
negative word of mouth
technology.
and positive word of mouth, but hey, even the negative ones are fans. That's how I look at it.
Mm-hmm.
I be like, get
Mm-hmm.
y'all ass in line, come on,
That's absolutely.
you know. So, but tell everybody how you can be followed on social media and contacted for any of your services that you provide.
Um, I was say just Google Clarence Pencilman Pointer. It's a whole lot of links that's out there. ClarencePointer.net is my website.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but dot the word dot uh, uh, dot cars slash pencilman is my digital business card. So I'm easy to find.
You
Just
sure
Google me.
are. In fact, you're one of those famous guys. You're Googleable. Just Google them. You're gonna find them. You're gonna have not
I
a
was
hard time.
amazed. I was amazed a few years ago. I Googled myself.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, wow. I,
You're in
I
there.
was so mean.
You are in there, baby. Yeah, that's how I'd say it. Look at it. Very good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, listen, it's been an honor. Until the next time we get on and do this, which I hope we do again, I appreciate you taking the time being here on the show. You are definitely a jewel, one to reckon with, worldwide, world renowned, great at what you do, and we are honored to call you our friend.
Yes, ma'am. We'll do it again April next year.
That'll sound great. All right. Make the most of your day until we meet again, my friend.
All right, dear. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
You're
Good luck,
welcome.
Tim.
Thank you very much. Appreciate having you on.
Clarence
Yes, sir.
Pencilman Pointer, everybody. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one.
All righty then.
Yes, you want something specially drawn. You know, you want to capture that moment. This is the guy to bring it to life, to make
Got some
that a
talent in
legacy.
those hands.
Oh, yes, he does. Yes, he does indeed. Hey, let's check out this here little message. You got a little resource. And when we get back,
Something for everybody.
yeah, let's check this out. When we get back, Smooth got something to tell you.
Do I now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all righty then. We'll see.
Hi, I'm Queen Silvy of the multiple award-winning The Queen Silvy Show. You want to expand and get noticed? Then come outside your box and into our world. Internet advertising has a real impact on global awareness and even sales, so let's make an impact together. Offering for a limited time advertising and sponsorship packages that excel your purpose. So contact Queen Silvy or Smooth Tim for the exciting opportunities that awaits. Yeah.
Oh, there we are.
Well, I bet you want a portrait done of yourself or someone in your family or some special occasion. You don't have to just be a celebrity to get the works of the master himself, Clarence Pencilman Pointer. You can find him on his website, clarencepointer.net. Already all over on social media, Facebook, everywhere. You can simply Google Clarence
He's Googleable.
Pencilman Pointer and get connected, get hooked up. Let him know what you think about his work. He is fantastic about what he do, serious about his work. We are honored to not just have him on the show, but call him a good friend, doing some fantastic things. So,
Hard to believe it's been 10 years ago.
Yeah, 10 years ago, he was first on the show in 2015. So, yes, we are definitely honored to have him back, to see that he's still continuing doing his legacy, doing his work, as well as Smooth and myself, who always aims to bring the best in live entertainment, talents, topics, and resources from around the world just for you. So, listen, you know that I've only had a cup of tea, and I'm ready to have what? A plate of food to smash. That's what I'm going to do. But before I do, Smooth is going to let you know how you can come aboard and be a guest on the Queen Silvy Show and how we can be followed on social media. Smooth.
You're right. I'm starving, Queen, so let's get through this quickly so I can feed the face. Scrolling to the top of the screen, www.thequeensylvyshow.com, where you can accomplish most of what Queen Silvy had mentioned, especially if you'd like to be a guest and or have a segment. Go there and go on the contact tab, scroll on down, drop and leave us a message along with your email. Queen will get back with you.
You better believe I'll tell you Smooth got your back and he'll be calling
I
you.
tried to
soon.
slide that
I
past
know
real
you
quick,
did.
and I didn't. Anyhow, excuse me, at the top of the screen, also you'll see scrolling our Facebook page and our YouTube page. YouTube is a great place to catch up with all of our shows, as
Right
well as
on.
some other projects. And while you're on the YouTube page, The Queen Silvy Show, just please subscribe.
Absolutely. Hey, sounds good to me.
I am
With
so
that said, I
hungry.
want to remind you, yes, you don't know, I know that today is Tuesday.
Feed me, Seymour.
Tomorrow is Wednesday. That's Tim's Tidbits, where you're going to get a whole more than just a mouthful of entertainment, surprises, including the asshole of the week. Oh, it's so fantastic. I don't know. Smooth, you want to give him anything about it?
I gave him an expression just like, blam. It's
Read
the world.
that.
We'll just
Read
wrap
that.
up the world and shove it in your ear real quick.
And
let
join
you,
us.
Oh, my God.
Join us for that Tim's Tidbits tomorrow on Wednesday. That's in the evenings, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Check the time zones, but join us for that.
Please
Then
do.
come on back on Thursday, because that is the Now You Know show with Queen Silvy and Smooth Tim, bringing you inspirational, encouraging, motivating. It's actually simply a
Potpourri of entertainment, especially for you.
It certainly is. Coming from the heart, just for you. We also have the Now You Know show question of the week, and we round it off that evening with a special video showcase. So do spread the word. Do join us for that. That also is in the evenings on Thursdays, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Times. And again, do check your time zones, but join us for that. So, with that said,
we're out of here. So please keep your arms and legs inside the vehicle at all time, and do enjoy your day here.
That's right.
Watching the Queen Silvy Show. And until next week, we're out of here. Now you know. Bye-bye.